I woke up with a gloomy feeling. I had trouble sleeping. Maybe it was because of what happened, or maybe because I went to sleep in this outfit. It's all wrinkled. I moved sluggishly to take off the clothes and smoothed out the wrinkles. What should I do today? Should I go around town in this again? Or should I go in men's clothes? After thinking for a while, I should wear this. If I didn't force myself to wear it today, the bad memories from yesterday would discourage me from ever wearing it again. That's true. Although, my thought process was maybe Lugus would be looking for someone who's wearing that outfit, so we should maybe lay low for a couple days. I don't know. That would be unfortunate. I smoothed out the wrinkles some more until they weren't as prominent anymore. Alright. I'll go out after I get myself ready. First I'll have breakfast, then clean myself, get my things ready, and voila. I'm here now. And there I was again. As usual, the town was bustling with people. Because I wore this dress more often nowadays in order to ask around, I was getting used to wearing it. The investigation would continue today. I probably wouldn't be able to extract any more meaningful information from the townspeople. But I was in the outfit already, so I should talk to someone who might be privy to special circumstances. For example, someone high up in the clan of the Hawk. Lugus came to mind, but so did what happened yesterday. For a moment my face began to turn red, but I tried my best to suppress it. It's true that if I can talk to Lugus... No, I don't know what to talk about. Besides, he's not someone you can meet just because you want to. I want to see him. I don't want to see him. Ah, the heart. Flip-flop it goes. I can't see him. If I can't see him, it can't be helped. Yes. I tried to deny the thought that came to mind. And yet...
Wait!
Huh? My arm was grabbed from behind, right when I thought I couldn't meet him. Yeah, I'm like, he's gonna be looking all over for you, girl. You don't just get as a random woman, have her slap you in the face, run off into the fog, and not be like, yo, who was that?
You're the woman from yesterday.
No, It was all so sudden that I couldn't be ready for it. What should I do? Should I just feign ignorance?
It was dark, so I don't remember your face, but your outfit is familiar.
Seems like I couldn't. What should I do? Why would Lugus come and talk to me? I can think of a couple of reasons. I thought back on what I did. I went to meet him to tell him about the breakup in someone else's place, and then I slapped him. Lugus appeared to be angry, despite how he was the one who kissed me without warning. And if he found out that I was Jed... Yeah, he just wanted to apologize, that's all. Because he's a bean. He's a bean deep down. We all know this.
I'm sorry.
Huh? I hadn't expected to hear an apology. Did I hear it wrong? I couldn't believe that Lugus would apologize.
I don't expect to be forgiven with just an apology, but I am sorry.
I wasn't hearing things, apparently. Lugus was bowing to me here in public under watching eyes. Damn, dude! I should say something. Why did you do such a thing?
I wanted to take care of the bothersome part early.
Huh?
I was told it would be rude to do nothing to a woman in that profession.
Ah, that's why it's like... Oh. Wow. So he kissed her... He kissed the woman he thought he was meeting because he was told it was rude to not do anything. Ended up kissing the wrong woman, which ended up being another rude thing to do. This boy. Eesh. Woof. Welp.
Although it was set up by my accompanying party, running away is against my convictions. That's why I was waiting there. I had not considered that someone completely unrelated would be arriving.
Cold. Fearful. Unless it's fearless. Fearful. Ruthless. The image of Lugus in my mind was crumbling away. He admitted his own wrongdoing and apologized while bowing. And this was for kissing a stranger by mistake. I would never say this out loud, but Lugus seemed kind of cute right now, for reasons. Look at this boy making plays. Don't worry, I'm fine now, I responded while suppressing a tiny smile that was emerging. Lugus didn't sound convinced, and he made an awkward expression. If I talked to him for too long, I might give myself away. If he didn't notice it was me from last night, this would have been my chance to ask about the Kaleidovia. Oh, she gave him her best smile. Look at that. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Can we meet again?
Was that kiss that good? I did not expect to hear that from Lugus. If we had another chance to talk, I might get to ask him about more things. We live in the same town, so I'm sure we can meet again soon.
I want your number.
Man, for some reason that gave me like Cinderella vibes, you know? Like, just something about, I want to see you again. It could also be actually Sleeping Beauty more so. The whole, wait, I want to talk to you some more. When can we meet again kind of thing. I don't know. I got fairy tale vibes there. And it's not just because I'm starting to simp for Lugus. I promise. I don't even know if starting's the right descriptor, but there you go. If I wore this outfit, I could talk to him anytime. But for now, this should be enough for today. Yeah, I think we're full up on our Lugus quota for the day. I got to see an unusual side of Lugus. Just thinking about it was making me smile. I'm sure Levon and Levi wouldn't believe me even if I told them. Of course, I would never be able to tell them since I'm hiding the fact that I'm a woman. You there! Another familiar voice called out to me from behind. I turned around and my line of sight moved downward. Oh, protective sis coming in hot. Can't we be best friends, you and me? One of the only few girls that I knew that was shorter than me. Damn. T? What were you talking about with my brother? It wasn't much. Liar! Brother would never bow his head to anyone but father. Oh, damn. Now be honest with me. Speak! She was watching, and she came running over to me to ask about it? She must really love her brother. I couldn't tell her the truth about him apologizing for kissing me. She and Lugus could talk at home, so I should try to brush her off. It really wasn't much. Yesterday, I received some trouble during my work, so he apologized for it. That wasn't a lie. That was very well worded. Really? That's it? Yes. He's a very kind gentleman. Hey, we're starting to worm our way into T's good graces. Of course. He's my brother, after all. T's expression turned from one of suspicion to cheerfulness when I complimented her brother. Yeah, she was really sweet on him. I don't know if we should quite word it that way, but sure. Oh, but make no mistake. Brother is kind to everyone. It's not just you. Uh-huh. Kind to everyone? So don't let it go to your head and ask him to do something like partner with you for the masquerade. Brother has enough people to turn down without you joining in. Partner? For the masquerade? That's right. You didn't know? I'm not knowledgeable about these things. Oh, well then, I guess it can't be helped. I'll tell you. The masquerade is the best opportunity for a girl in this town to dance with a wonderful gentleman, and it only happens once a year. Oh, really? Then I can't join the masquerade without a dance partner? Not necessarily, but I wouldn't do it. That would make the festival too sad. Then you already have someone to go with? There are no men that are better than brother. That's why I'm here to chase off the other women. Girl, you... That is not fair to the other women of this town. You've got to go with somebody else other than your brother. I understand it's scary. It's too bad your dad is, like, a piece of work and you can't have him go with you. But, like, girl. Not like this. Not like this. Huh? I didn't quite hear that last thing you said. Nothing! Anyway, make no mistake about it. Understand? Good grief. And she's gone. I thought she was just a haughty little girl, but she told me a lot of stuff that was surprisingly helpful. There were so many things I didn't know. About Lugus, tea, and the masquerade. I wondered if there was someone who would dance with me at the masquerade. I feel like Lugus would like to dance with you. I can't think of anyone when I'm dressed as a man. But in this outfit... No, I have to think about making sure the festival could take place at all. Is it weird that I want to dress up as, like, as Jed, you know, our male persona, and ask T to go with us? That would be amazing. That was my job in the first place. Alright, I'll behave myself. Oh, we're back here again. So, I guess since we're starting as male Jed, we'll just continue. Let's start at Hawk Manor. Sure, we'll continue on with Hawk Manor. I can't believe we're here again already. I feel like we just left the map. The childhood of the son of the Hawk Lord. Why so interested all of a sudden?
Yes, Miss T has been the same. She is learning the ways of ladylike modesty as the daughter of the Hawk Lord. Master Lugus is... Oh, from what I've heard, he got lost quite often at the manor when he was young. I can't imagine that now. But there was a time he was lost in the woods. He was able to return safely, but he never told anyone who he was with. That stubborn side of him still remains to this day. Oh, please don't tell him I said that.
Did he happen to run into our girl back then? Possibly her and the two boys? They often were in the forest. We got another episode unlocked for doing that, eh? Wonder where that was.
I don't know much about the Lady of the Wolves because I've never talked to her. Lord Olgar is a formidable person, but he only acts that way to protect the Hawk clan, as well as maintain order in the town. It's easy to uphold ideals, but reality is never that simple. That is why we follow Lord Olgar's orders.
I mean, makes sense, you work for the guy, so I can't fault you for that. Oh, hello, Haku.
The young master, Master Lugus, was being scolded again. Master Lugus and Miss T have always been close ever since they were young. Miss T always follows after her brother, so it's not unusual for them to get lost together.
Interesting. Wonder what the age difference is between T and Lugus. I am the daughter of the proud Hawk Lord. I am studying many things so I can be a proper lady for the day I meet the right person. I enjoy doing that. Nice.
Going out to town also trains your eyes to discern what is good. It's a part of my training, if you will.
And she walked away. She just wants to meet the right person one day. Hi, Olgar.
That is not a being that the Hawks fear. But legends can be useful in controlling the masses.
Well, that was a riveting conversation. More witch.
They say that the witch brings disaster. If the witch is killed, those disgusting beasts will wander off somewhere else. It's all the witch's fault. If she never existed, there would be no feud. And my husband wouldn't have had to die. I want to kill the witch with my own hands. It'll make me feel better.
Damn. Lady, I'm sorry about your husband, but calm down. Yikes.
Kill the witch. She deserves no mercy. The witch tempts people and guides them to ruin. Do not underestimate it as merely a fairy tale. You will understand one day.
Oh, more than you know, man.
Beats me. The people higher up don't understand us commoners. If we have to pick a side, it's safer to go with Lord Olgar. That's why I'm with the Hawk faction.
Yeah, but then you complain your face off when things don't go your way. Ah, fickle people. Ah, it's been a while since I've seen you.
Everyone in this town knows about it. It's a fairy tale that's been passed down for ages. But the witch does exist. Otherwise, why would the snow continue for so long? If this isn't a curse, what is it? Excuse me. I was shooting my mouth off. Talking about the witch seems to revive some bitter memories.
So the snow is seen as a curse from the witch. That's interesting. Ah, evil-looking man. It's been a while. How's your love life these days?
Lady Francisca's a lady with proper upbringing. Lord Olgar... I can't say this publicly, but he's a damn tyrant. Rumor says that the Black Shadow killings are all done by him. I saw the scene of the crime once, and it was a total massacre. Gah! They all think they got nothing to do with it, but wolves and hawks are both beasts.
Technically, this is true. Lugus, what are you doing in the forest? Why so interested all of a sudden? We went from, like, food and hobbies to, what kind of girl you into? This is my favorite facial expression of his so far, just putting that out there.
My preference in women. Sensing a strong will in her eyes.
Ooh, I like the creativity of that. I like that. That's a good answer. I approve. Okay, let's go to the square.
You ask such scary things. I don't think you should mention the witch too much. You might get cursed for it.
That's right. You know the legends, don't you? Just thinking about those red eyes are giving me the chills.
But that makes her easy to pick out of the crowd. We just need to find anyone with red eyes and put them to death.
If the entire town can join together, we can probably defeat the witch. I'll be counting on your help when the time comes. Yeah, about that. Awkward.
Lady Francisca works hard to make our lives even a little better. That damn Olgar does the opposite. He tries to solve everything by force. He's a cold-blooded barbarian. Lady Francisca needs an army of her own to protect herself from that damn Olgar.
Alright. Vigilante. The Sons of the Wolf.
The Sons of the Wolf. You mean Levon and Levi?
Levon always has it together, and he is as dignified as you would expect of a leader. I think he's a great leader to follow.
Levi is the one currently managing the vigilantes. He's really dependable.
And... Jed. Although he's not related to Lady Francisca by blood.
Jed works like the balancer between the two. He's real considerate and observant of everyone. With those three, the Wolf faction will be alright.
It's kind of nice to hear what they think about Jed. And Levon. Oh, you know, since we're asking, his face like, huh?
Oh, sorry. I was thinking of the meaning of the question. Well, if I think of it as idle chit-chat, my type of woman. I'm fond of people who have firm belief in who they are, although that fondness is not limited to women. And, well, I like a woman that does not become pessimistic over her own life, and always tries to move forward. I'm not talking about anyone in particular. We're just chatting, after all.
Oh, yeah, of course. I'm not gonna read too much into it, I promise. Really? Okay. Let's, go to the West Alley.
All three of them are very close. They've played together since they were small children. Master Levi was often scolded by Lady Francisca. I suppose he still is. Master Levon was not particularly close with young Jed at first, but one day he began to care much more for him. Ever since Lady Francisca adopted Mr. Jed, she has become much happier, making the manor much brighter.
I wonder if Levon found out that Jed was a girl when they were kids, and that's why he, like, changed his attitude toward her. Because he's like, oh wait, it's a lady. That'd be kind of interesting. Levon's pretty perceptive. Lady Francisca is beautiful as well as intelligent. She always treats us well. A while ago, when a house was buried under a blizzard, she came out to directly lead the rescue team. She looked so heroic then. In contrast, Lord Olgar strikes fear in me. If you cannot pay your taxes, he takes them by force. Oh, please keep this a secret. Okay, I think that's the first time I've heard Francisca's left the house, so she does leave the house sometimes. The vigilantes. Hey, there's my girl.
About the vigilantes? They come here often. They're here for lunch and dinner all the time. Oh, but I always see the younger wolf brother getting dragged away by the elder brother. They remind me of a mama cat pulling away her kitten.
I mean, it's not inaccurate. If you can have one wish, damn, of all the people to ask that to. I love it.
Wish? If I told you, would you grant it for me? Then I won't tell you. Because then it would be meaningless. You have to achieve your own wishes, no matter the circumstances. But if someone would get sad because of my wish, I would have to consider whether that wish was really important to me.
Aww, Elric. Look at how you've grown. Assuming this is after the events I think it is. Alright, by the stove. In the West Alley, let's go. As I walked through the alleyway, I heard someone crying. It was the voice of a girl. I walked while looking for the source of the voice and found a girl sitting on the street corner. But there was another unexpected person there. Come on, don't cry. Crying isn't going to bring back what you lost.
I know, but...
Oh, fine. I'll look for it with you, so stop crying.
Really? But can we really find it?
You can't be unsure here. There is no salvation for those who give up.
That's from Sakiros's Adventures, right?
Hey, you know it? It's great, isn't it?
Yeah, Mom read it to me and it was fun.
Then we have to follow Sakiros's example and work hard. I don't know if we'll find it, but we have to keep trying.
Yeah!
The girl stopped crying and started looking around. I didn't know what they were looking for, but it seemed like something she lost. I approached Levi, who was crouched on the ground. What are you looking for?
Whoa! Oh, it's you. Well, I'm not the one looking.
It's for the girl, right? I saw.
If you saw, then it'll be easy to explain. She's looking for her other glove that's red and about this big.
Got it. I'll look around. We decided to split up to look. Since she dropped it on top of the snow, the red color should stand out. It should, in theory. I looked around, but it's not over here. I went back to where Levi was, but they didn't find it either.
Maybe it's under the snow. It was snowing pretty hard earlier.
It had stopped since then, but it had to have snowed at least a few inches. Even if the glove was red, it would be difficult to find it if it was buried. But there is no salvation for those who give up.
You were listening to that too? Well, that's why I have to keep looking. Let's go over here to search.
I nodded and resumed looking. The girl didn't notice us talking and continued to diligently comb through the snow. And soon...
I found it!
The girl's happy cheer echoed. I turned to the direction of the voice and saw her look up while standing.
You found it?
Levi soon joined, but the girl remained in the same position.
I found it, but...
I followed her line of sight and saw the red glove. What? Perhaps the wind blew it away, or perhaps someone did this. The glove was caught on a high windowsill. Of course we couldn't find it at that height. Still, the girl had no way of reaching it.
Oh, I see. It's okay. I'll get it for you right now.
Levi took big strides toward the building, but the girl suddenly raised her voice from behind him.
Oh, wait!
He turned around, but it was already too late.
Ah!
What happened to you? Suddenly, Levi's height shrank down to half. Levi? I didn't understand what just happened. I quickly ran up to him to help. There was a water channel here? It was narrow and shallow, but there was a water channel on the side of the road. Oh no, Levi, we gotta get him warmed up. And the glove was stuck on the window of the building beyond the channel.
Damn it! I didn't notice because it was buried in the snow.
I'm sorry. I was going to tell you, but...
No, it's my fault for running without asking. Damn, this is cold. And my clothes feel so heavy.
Even though the channel was shallow, it had to be really cold because of this weather. You okay? Here, give me your hand. I took a step closer to the channel to reach out and help Levi up, but that decision was not a good one.
Hey, wait!
Ah! I slipped on some ice and fell into the channel too. Welp. Both of us were now drenched.
Ah! You're gonna catch a cold!
It's okay. I train all the time, and it'll take more than this for me to catch. Achoo!
Levi, if you sneeze there, it doesn't make you look very Achoo! Both of us looked so dumb, but we managed to retrieve the glove. Oh, that's good. I mean, at least you got the glove. You didn't get drenched for nothing.
Brr.
I can't feel my legs.
But I'm glad that girl looked so happy.
I know, but the price was pretty high.
Levi and I wrung out as much water as we could, but there were still wet footprints trailing behind us as we walked. Is it really okay to come inside if we're all wet?
It's an emergency. It's water, so it'll dry eventually.
Levi and I huddled around the fireplace to warm up. A maid was sent to boil some water so we could warm ourselves, but since this was so sudden, it was likely to take some time.
It feels warm, but I'm still cold.
You guys should cuddle by the fire. Isn't it because you're still wearing wet clothes? Why don't you change out of them?
I'll do that. What about you? I can lend you my clothes.
I'm fine. I won't fit in your clothes.
But you'll be cold like that. See? You're shivering.
Just like he said, my teeth were chattering, but borrowing Levi's clothes was too risky. I mean, look at how low his neckline is. That's gonna show everything. If I changed here, Levi would definitely walk in without caring. He'd probably suggest getting changed together. I'm fine the way I am.
Didn't you just suggest getting changed? If you stay in your wet clothes, you'll get cold. At least take them off and sit by the fire.
I'll do it when I feel like it.
You're not moving at all. Take that off.
Don't worry about it.
What? Why? You'll catch a cold.
I could tell that Levi was getting irritated. This wasn't moving in a good direction. I doubt he'll force the clothes off me, but...
We're not kids anymore. Take those clothes off and dry off at the fire or borrow my clothes.
You want to see me naked, Levi?
Huh?
Levi's expression froze, and then he quickly turned red. You seem rather fixated on it, so I wondered.
Of course I don't! What are you talking about?
Uh-huh. Then can you leave me alone? My clothes didn't get wet all the way through, so I'm fine the way I am. I knew I was falsely accusing him, but... Sorry, Levi. I had to avoid being found out as a woman no matter what.
Gah, fine. Then let's make the fire bigger.
Levi sat down next to me and threw more firewood into the fireplace. Huh? What about your change of clothes?
If you're not taking yours off, neither am I.
He didn't have to do it with me, but he seemed to have made his mind up about it. Levi sat in front of the fire and sighed.
Huh. Well, I'm sure it'll dry eventually. Hey, come over here.
Sure. We put our shoulders together and watched the fire in the fireplace. I held my hand over it, and soon my shivering had decreased. This reminds me of back then. After playing outside on a cold day, we'd come back in and fight over the space in front of the fireplace.
We'd push each other and fight over taking our clothes off or not. After the fight, it all ended up being the same thing.
You're right. The fire crackled and shot up some sparks. We remained quiet for a while as we both stared into the fireplace. Levi was usually cheerful and talkative, but he was quiet right now. That made it feel awkward for some reason, so I looked around for something to talk about. I noticed some books stacked on top of the table. There are lots of books there. Does Francisca read those? Or are they for Levon?
No, they're mine. They're the kind that Mother or Levon both wouldn't read.
Oh, really? That was unexpected, but I guess I had seen him read a few times before, and I did learn that he loves reading. I wondered what type of books he read, so I took one in my hand. Ah, yes, thank you. I so badly want to see the two of these goobers by the fire. This is so cute.
Oh, it's the book I was just talking about. Securus's Adventures.
So, that's what you were referring to earlier.
It's a children's book, but it's really good. It gets me excited no matter how many times I read it.
Really? I turned the cover with a picture of a monster to look inside. Levi peered at it from next to me and explained each and every part.
The hero's a cool guy. He gets eaten by a monster in the beginning of the story and goes through a ton of twists and turns. He believes in friendship, gets betrayed, then says, "There is no salvation for those who give up." He gets stronger as the story goes on.
Oh, that's where the line is from.
Yeah, I copied it.
That's just like you, Levi.
Hey, I don't mind. I love adventure stories like this, and I've read this one ever since I was a kid. Maybe I'm influenced by it, at least a little. If I was the hero, I'd probably give up somewhere in the middle.
Really?
I imagine myself in his shoes, but it was all the same. Man, that brings back memories.
Levi closed his eyes and reminisced. I didn't know you liked it that much.
I read it by myself all the time, even back when I couldn't read.
Since he couldn't read? Something about that felt odd to me. He should have just had Francisca read to him then.
Securus's Adventures is great, but I'll look for something you might like. Reading once in a while can be really fun.
Yeah, I'll be looking forward to it. The odd feeling gradually dissipated as we continued talking. Either way, I'm glad to have discovered a side to Levi that I didn't know before. And we got a cute picture with it.
I'm sorry to make you wait. The boiled water is ready now. Allow me to give you a foot bath.
A maid came running in.
Oh, you're finally here. Hey, you go first.
No, it's alright. You first, Levi.
It's all right. Your turn will come as long as you never give up.
He puffed out his chest and said something similar to the line in the book. Something about that made me laugh, so I accepted his offer and went to go warm up.